Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast. It's Thursday night. Y'all know what it is. It's the Chasers Thursday night live episode. So we're here tonight, man, to talk about the world of sports. We got a lot to get into when it comes to the world of sports. Those at the sound of my voice, and if you're watching, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the notifications to help us with the algorithm. And for those on the podcast side, y'all make sure y'all do what? Y'all give us that 5-star review. Shout out to my people in Pakistan. They holding us down with the number 2 spot in Pakistan on the podcasting side. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Let's meet the crew. We got the DA. DA, what's up today? How are you today, sir?
Man, I'm good. How are you? Like, damn, what the hell?
Oh, man, it looks like somebody shined a big flashlight on you.
You know, you said put the light on, so I put the ring light on its own.
Well, we can't do that live, but we'll take care of it later.
Yeah,
How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Holding on, no complaints, man. No complaints.
Holding on. You're holding on. D-Dubs, how are you tonight, sir? What's going on?
Yo, what's good, man? What's popping, guys? Thursday night, Chasers, we doing it, you know.
We're doing it, man. So we're gonna talk about. We got hockey to talk about, the Four Nations tournament, the NHL at the midseason. They got kind of like this all-star format, but they're doing it with the countries: USA, Sweden, Canada, and there is one other. I think Finland, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Finland.
Oh, I think that's a dope comp. How they're doing that, and
But
go ahead.
You got politics fucking with the sports.
Come on.
Excuse my language. Sorry.
Yes.
Because you can't have, like, Russia should be there. Like, they got probably more representation than 1, 2, 3 of those nations, right? They might be, it's America, Canada, and Russia, and it might be Russia more than America at some point in time, but definitely more than Finland that are playing in the NHL. And, you know, because we are, not us, you know, a proxy war with the Ukraine, they're not able to participate in this. And I think it, you know, it's like everything else. If you want the best to play, then the best need to play. That's
the best need to play. I'm with you on that. Yeah. Now that you said that, that makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, Russia absolutely be there, and they're just not there this year. So, but that's the tournament they got. NBA, y'all probably need to listen. Maybe y'all can garner something from this, but
no. They play the one-on-ones.
they ain't gonna listen. Yeah,
play the one-on-one like the girl.
Oh, y'all always be down in the NBA, man.
No,
I don't down it. They down themselves.
Play the one-on-one like the girls. Play the one-on-one like the girl. Go get the smoke like the women get the smoke. One-on-one, make it pop. That's it.
Hey, my man Matt, what's his name? Matt McGlory. He's going for his third dunk test song.
Come on, fam. Come on, man.
That's my man. And my man is nice.
No,
I'm not sure why the NBA is not really giving him a shot to
play. Correct.
I think he's with the Golden State, right?
Yeah, I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, I had to check.
And as long as they need to trade him, because as long as Steph Curry's there, why do they need him?
That's a fact, B. You're right. You're definitely right, man. We'll definitely get into something. I didn't really mean to go to the All-Star game, but I like what I like what the NHLs did. Dan has been on record saying that their All-Star game has gotten a little stale, and I think they've done this. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it, but I think they've done this kind of
before.
They've done this before. I like the concept of playing for your country. Kind of like Olympic field to do in the middle of the season. Kind of like how the World Baseball League. Is it the World Baseball League?
It's the World Baseball Cup.
Is it the World Baseball Cup? Well, whatever it is that they do it every 2 years.
World Championship.
And you'll have USA Panama. You'll have all the Latin American,
Venezuela, Latin America,
making it pop.
North Korea, Taiwan.
The World Baseball League, yes.
Well, it's not a league; it's just a tournament.
Oh, is it a tournament? Well, I thought they called the World Baseball. Well, I'll just look it up,
It's
man.
the classic, man. World Baseball Classic.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. There, sir. We are driving without a producer, so but make sure we'll talk about that shortly, man. Let me just move on to the week in review with the news. There's a lot going on with the news. Baseball. Speaking of baseball, Alex Bregman, he said goodbye. Alex Bregman agrees to a 3-year, $120 million deal with the Red Sox. The Red Sox looks like they are back in the game. This is from MLB. This is from Ian Brown and Manny Ranwaha. And they say this: for the entire offseason, the Red Sox were after a right-handed bat. Among the ones available on the markets, Alex Bregman appeared to be the best fit. The union of last became a reality last Wednesday night when Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow reached an agreement with the free agent third baseman and two-time World Champion Series champion on a 3-year, $120 million deal pending a physical, a source told MLB. Don't do it. Mark Fonsen. The deal, which has not been confirmed by the club, includes an opt-out after the 2025 season and the 2026 season. The longtime Astros infielder had an offer from the Tigers for 6 years, $171.5 million, and opt-out for after 2026, and an offer from the Cubs for 4 years and $120 million with opt-outs after 26 and 27 per source, but he chose the higher average annual deal with the Red Sox. Not only does Bregman get the Red Sox a right-handed power bat at balance out of a lefty-heavy lineup, but he should improve an infield defense that led the majors in errors last season and arguably been the most glaring weakness of the Red Sox for the last 3 years. Here, how's the Red Sox lineup is looking right now at opening day. Jerron Duran will play left field. Rafael Devers will play third base. Bregman will play second base. Cassis Tristan will play first. Trevor Story will play shortstop. Yoshida will be the DH. Wong will be the catcher. William Abreu will be the right fielder, and Cedane Rafaela will be the center fielder. I'll give it to the DA. Your thoughts on the Red Sox picking up this guy?
Yeah, Bregman can play, and he is a right-handed bat that gives him some pop. Scares some people, some left-handed pitchers, so they just don't go at him like that in total. And that lineup is not bad. That's a hitting lineup. They put the bat on the ball. So the opening day lineup sounds like it's going to be pretty strong. So
sounds, yeah. Gotcha, man. So I like the addition, man. He took, of course, the more annual of the money, and he moves on, man. D-Dubs, your thought about Bregman going to the Sox, the Red Sox?
That's a good deal, man. That's a pretty Bregman's a beast, man. He's a player, man. Third baseman, his numbers, man. The numbers is good. Like what?
260. Moving to second base, so it's easier.
He's moving to second, so he's not gonna play third. So 260, 26 home runs, 75 RBIs, 151 hits.
Yeah.
Bregman's a good bat, man. That's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. The Red Sox should be in the mix of things, man. I didn't even realize they had Trevor Story.
Yeah, they got Story.
They got him on this year's or last year? Or did I miss something?
No, they got him this year. They got what's his name? Walker Buehler signed with them also. Yeah. So
Red Sox is yeah, it's gonna be there's gonna be some problems, man. It's not gonna be easy for the Yanks. It's gonna be competition.
Definitely.
At least again, this is all what it looks like on paper. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Injuries happen, man, and
things happen. Say everything on paper looks good on paper until you get out there and play. So, as of right now, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, it's a good little lineup. But it's a marathon, so I don't start getting really popular in baseball until after. There you go, D. But I keep your eyes to the streets, because the NBA be popping. So we'll see.
Yeah, gotcha. Let me move on to the next story. Shout out to Mr. Bregman. He he moves on. Let me get this story. I thought this story had went away the other day, but it looked like it resurfaced, and they gave him some terms and conditions. And
this must be my main man. Go ahead.
Sean Leahy and Ryan Young, they're at it again for Yahoo Sports. Oh, remember all the links to the to every story that I read. The links will be in the description on both the podcast side and on the YouTube side. Sean Leahy and Ryan Young, they said this: the New York Jets will be moving on from quarterback Aaron Rodgers after 2 seasons. The team announced last week. We met with Aaron Rodgers and shared our intentions was to move in a different direction at quarterback, said new head coach Aaron Glenn and general manager Darren Mogay. In a statement, it was important to have this discussion and how to provide clarity and enable each of us proper time to plan for our prospective futures. We want to thank him for his leadership, passion, and dedication he brought to the organization, and wish him success moving forward. Like I said, there was some when we talked to we didn't break the story, but when we talked about this story on Monday night, I thought it was a done deal that Rodgers is going about his way. It looks like they talked some more, and it looked like there was some terms and conditions to this thing. Let me just read. The Jets have reportedly had several stipulations for Rodgers, as the article moves on. It says if they were going to move forward together in 2025, according to the Athletics' Diana Rossini, one of them seemed simple enough. He had to attend all mandatory practices. While that feels like a given, Rodgers actually missed a pair of minicamp practices last summer while on vacation in Egypt. The old team leadership didn't seem to mind that trip much whatsoever. Clearly, Glenn and Mogay wanted to get ahead of that situation this time around. This big thing though is that Rodgers would no longer be allowed to make any outside media appearances during the season.
Oh boy, that wasn't going to happen.
Which included his regular paid spot on ESPN's The Pat McAfee Show. Rodgers, for better or for worse, had been a regular on the show for years. He reportedly makes over $1 million annually for doing so. While there's a football talk, Rodgers has made headlines on the show for sharing conspiracy theories and more. He has once even implied that late-night TV host Jimmy Kimmel, a fellow Disney employee, will be exposed as an acquaintance of a convicted child sex trafficker, Jerry Epstein. This is according to the article, not us. But despite the chaos, he frequently brought Rodgers, has remained a regular guest on McAfee on the network, and at least during the season, it seems the new Jets brass viewed his appearance on the show as a distraction, so they wanted to put an end to it immediately. Let me get my take on it first. Like I said, I thought this was a done deal on Monday, and it looks like some things rekindled. And Aaron Glenn and Mogay, the general managers, they was 10 toes deep and said, yo, these are the stipulations. This is what it is. If you want to be our quarterback, if not, we wish you well. We wish you Godspeed, and but you will not be the quarterback for the Jets. And then on the flip side, as DA alluded to, he wasn't doing that, giving up his $1 million spot. D-Dubs, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, he wasn't going to give up the money. That's one thing. But hold on, let's backtrack a little bit. All right, when that story broke last week, Aaron Glenn, the Jets seemed to move on and said, we're not going to do this with Aaron, right? Then it seemed like they had a change of heart at some point. It seemed like something happened. Hold on, D. I'll tell you what happened. What happened was New York media started saying, whoa, what we gonna do or what we gonna get? What's Aaron Rodgers? What's better than Aaron Rodgers? And then I started hearing that a lot about what's better than Aaron Rodgers. There's nothing else out there. Oh, okay. Well, Aaron Rodgers is 40 years old. What if Aaron Rodgers says he's gonna retire? Then what you gonna do? You're gonna have to what? Go find you somebody eventually. So I think the Jets started hearing things. I think the Jets do, they read the media or listen to the media.
They was listening to the
Yeah. And I think that's why they went back to this guy and then asking him, well, we like you and all, but this is the kind of things that you can't be talking to the media. And I'm not mad at the Jets for putting these stipulations because we've seen what happened last year. Last year, this guy was just, all over the place. And, he's not, he just wants to be, again, he reverted back to he wanted to be the smartest guy in the room again. He's the man. He wanted to run for president or be vice president, whatever the case was at the particular time. So I think the Jets just need to move off of Aaron Rodgers. This is just it. Move off of him. Go find you somebody. There's quarterbacks out there. You just got to do your job and go find something to, to bridge the gap until you can get you a franchise quarterback. But that's why I see it. But DA might see it wrong. I think is that SD.
No, not SD coming though.
Okay.
With all this bullshit, I mean, bull jive we talking about.
The bull jive, yeah.
Bull jive. We talk. Listen, man.
Go ahead.
They didn't want Duke there. He knew that. No one had to change your heart. They just put out these stipulations so he don't look bad. Everybody that knows anything knows that he was not agreeing with any of those stipulations. So, you just putting something out there to make it look a little bit more palatable so it doesn't look like this dude was fired. Because he was fired.
Yeah.
He was fired. We don't want you to come back. We got rid of your parking space. Everything that you love on the menu, we don't make no more.
Well, that's fine, D, right? But why don't you just stand on it then? If you don't want him back,
they good. I think the Jets probably was not. I think they just made the story up because the reality was that they didn't really. They just had to make it look good for him. That's all they did.
But the Jets don't owe him nothing.
No, they don't. But that's kind of
Aaron Rodgers nothing.
That's kind of what dudes do. They just want to make it, make it look good. Because he was never going to accept any of those not being on with his boy. Because $1 million is not a lot of money to him. It was you telling him he couldn't be on with his boy.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You can't just not come to practice, when you don't want to come to practice, right?
Okay.
All those things were things that he probably hadn't done in years. So, by them saying it, they knew this cat was not going to stay. He wasn't going to be there. And it is what it is. I'm glad he's gone for the Jets' sake. And I hope they get another quarterback because the guy that they had the year before him that they was paying cigarettes had the same record. So what does it matter, right? Wade Wilson or no, that's Deadpool. Matt Wilson. Who the heck was the quarterback, man? What was his name? Somebody Wilson was the quarterback and had the same record. So I'm not, man, listen.
Oh, you talking about Zach Wilson?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Stop.
Well, we talk about quarterbacks. I'm just looking who's available. I mean, Sam Darnold's available, free agents, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Jacoby Brissett, Taylor Heineke, Marcus Mariota, Drew Lock, Andy Dalton, Jarrett Stidham, Justin Fields, Joe Flacco, Jameis Winston, Mac Jones, Carson Wentz, Jimmy Garoppolo, Case Keenum. I mean, there's quarterbacks that can bridge the gap for you until you get right. Russell Wilson is a free agent.
Yeah, you got Russ,
Teddy Bridgewater,
Teddy B. Not Teddy B. Going back to the high school. There was a few names in the middle of that list you talked about, D. That
Daniel Jones. Yeah, everybody talk about how high. We like Daniel. Okay, well he's out there. Go get him.
You need Jesus to be a quarterback's coach for that to work.
Desmond Ridder.
Hey, Jameis! Shout out to Jameis. Jameis was making it do what it do last week in New Orleans.
I think Jameis is high. So
Jameis, everybody loves Jameis in the locker room.
Yeah, well, Jameis
should have a starting job with the New York Jets.
He's setting up his TV career, man. That's what Jameis.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is,
and that's fine. That's great.
He's
fantastic.
Setting up his right now. I think you said in the middle of that list, D.
What up?
Right before Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. I said
before him.
Let me see. Hold on. What I said before Marcus. Let me get it. Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, I like Taylor Heineke and
Jacoby Brissett.
I'll bring both of those in. But they said Tyrod is on the team now, so so you got Tyrod is on the Jets now, and you throw in Taylor Heineke went hard for Washington, man. I kind of like Taylor Heineke, man.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the deal with Trey Lance? What's up with him? They stole him. Dallas took him.
He's good. He might have the Dallas funk on him, but hey.
Yeah, that's funk, boy. Yo, I mean, Trey Lance is 24 years old.
Well,
He said the funk.
Yeah.
So
So
funk.
I don't really see what we over here chasing a 41-year-old quarterback.
yeah, I would let him go. And just wait
You
for
understand
it.
what I'm saying?
I don't think no
I
one
mean,
should pick him up unless you want to pick him up for the low.
that's the only reason, right?
Low.
Now, and these people are acting like he's going to
You're gonna turn the team around next year.
Yeah. Come on,
He ain't
man.
turning the team around 2 years. So how
What team he going to? I heard San Francisco. I heard Pittsburgh. I'm like, y'all bugging, man. I
I'm not
mean,
messing with that dude. He's a
y'all
cornball.
bugging.
Well,
Because if your offensive line can't block, and he gonna look like what's the name? Mahomes.
Holmes. You need more than the block. So you need. I don't know what you need with that there, boy.
And not only that, at least Mahomes can move.
Yeah.
This dude is a statue.
Cool.
But when I was saying he was slow, I was my main man with the basketball.
Ryan.
He was telling me, nah, he's not slow. Bro, he's slow.
Who, Mahomes?
No, talking about Aaron.
Oh, yeah, he's slow.
Yeah.
He's probably faster than us, but he's slow. For a quarterback, yeah, he's slow.
Yo, fam.
He's 40 years old, though. Like, I'm not sure what we talking about.
What I say, you don't get better.
Now let's take steroids.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go. No, you can say this is what we do. We say it here.
On that balcony.
On that balcony, baby.
Let me move on to the next story. Let me move on to the sporting news. From the sporting news from Alian Muhammad says this: the San Francisco 49ers will be tasked with making a decision on Brock Purdy future this offseason. Could they look to replace him entirely via trade? General Manager John Lynch has already noted that the team wants Purdy back, but that could quickly change if a better option becomes available. What we know about Brock is he's our guy, Lynch told NBC Sports. We have interest in Brock being around here for a long, long time. He does so much for our organization. He's won big games and had a little tougher task, as we all did this year, with some of the things that happened this year. We could never string games where we're all together. Though that he continued to lead, he continued to play at a high level, so we have every interest in being around. The Jacksonville Jaguars hired Liam Cohen as their new head coach, and rumors began to swirl about the Pittsburgh Steelers being interested in acquiring Trevor Lawrence. Amid rumors, Fanshield John Buhner named the 49ers as a potential landing spot for Lawrence. Rather than paying $60 million annual salary to Brock Purdy, why not trade for Lawrence to get the more talented player? Question.
Yes.
Buhner. While Purdy has gotten more out of his talent than Lawrence has up to this point, I would trust Kyle Shanahan to do unbelievable things with him in his offense. Lawrence signed a 5-year, $275 million deal in 2024. Lawrence is a Pro Bowler and has 2 4,000-yard passing seasons. He has dealt with loads of dysfunction around him, but the 49ers seem free of that. Lawrence has already won a playoff game despite all the turmoil in the Jaguars organization. I'm going to pass this to the DA because this is his team.
I would do it, and I think Shanahan would do it. Shanahan is not married to nobody. He has got, he is not loyal like that in that way. He is loyal to the best player. That's 100%. What he wants. He wants a dude that won't throw the ball to the other team and quite possibly, maybe, can win a game when everything isn't perfect. That was always my point with Purdy. And if it wasn't a real thing, why didn't they just give him his contract? If everybody loved him like that, and it was, then they would have paid him already, man. The reason they ain't paying him like that already is because
they don't believe.
They don't believe. That's all. It's pretty simple, man. The people that know the game, the football people, they looked at the film and they're like, ooh, whoa. you're not worth $60 million, and we're not doing that with you. Right. He should be paid. Nowhere in the world he should get a check, and I don't care if it's the next man up or whatever you call it. Yeah. I don't know. Like guys say stupid things about sports. So with the NFL, it's he's the next quarterback, so he's going to get that money. No. And I'm glad my Niners are standing up to say, why? No, we're not just going to pay you because you're the next quarterback that's a free agent. He shouldn't be getting paid any more money than what's my boy in Tampa Bay.
Baker Mayfield?
Baker. Yeah, he's not better than Baker Mayfield. He shouldn't make $1 more than Baker Mayfield. And I don't care that the team has gotten to the Super Bowl, because the team got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. And that's what they would tell if I worked for the Niners and I was in the office, at that level, and his agent came in, oh, you got to the Super Bowl. Well, we got the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo, dog. And the year that y'all was at his first rookie year, we almost got there with Josh Jones or somebody.
So let me ask you a question: Are you concerned about the giving them the money, or
yeah, we can't give them. We're not. I'm already told Kevin.
You're not concerned about the market. You're not concerned about them paying because somebody's gonna pay them.
Yeah, that's fine with us.
Right. Okay.
We ain't giving them $60 million.
Okay.
Because the Niners can get any quarterback with that healthy team and go back to the Super Bowl.
I failed to mention. I don't know if I did. Cooper Rush is on that free agent list. Cooper Rush is not a bad quarterback.
He's okay, but he definitely got that Dallas funk on him.
Dallas funk.
You don't want that Dallas funk on you, boy. That Dallas funk make you a loser. All you know is losing when you got that Dallas funk on you, boy.
I mean, but I'm just saying. So all right, out of this list of quarterbacks, free agent quarterbacks, there's not a coach that can't get one of these guys.
What did our boy say in Pittsburgh? Coaches be running away from coaching.
Yeah, that's a fact. 100%. Yeah, they be running away from coaching. That is.
If you're willing to coach, every quarterback that comes in the NFL, I believe, has the potential to be, quote unquote, a Jalen Hurts. Right? But the thing is, dog, you can't have the quarterback being the focal point of your team. Mm-hmm. You got to build your team and let your quarterback play on that team. Right? Now, if you put the team on the scale and put Jalen Hurts on the scale, the team weighed more.
I mean, because we've seen it done. We've seen Nick Foles. We've seen Nick Foles win a chip.
I have told you, I've said for years, I saw Brad Johnson go.
We've seen Brad Johnson. We've seen Jeff Hostetler.
Come on, man.
We've seen backup quarterbacks.
The team is good.
Hey.
You've
seen quarterbacks get you all the way.
Listen, man.
And win.
And guess what? Philly got everybody in the contract for the next 2-3 years. Nobody looking for the money.
Well, yeah, you talked about that the other day, man. How that's very important what they did. They locked up their rookies, and
they gave Hurts his money 2 years ago. So he ain't going nowhere. He good. Hey, and you got to pay dudes what they're worth. Now, if you think Brock Purdy is a $60 million quarterback, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to show you, like right now.
I think it's $9 to go across it.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm selling it to you for $65 million. So.
60 mil, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Man, shout out to those that's watching us on Instagram. We're live.
And the reality is that I don't think that boy from
who?
Florida. We just said his name, man. Golly gee, I'm sorry, folks. Jacksonville quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's not looking for 60. Trevor Lawrence will take what you give him.
Yeah.
And I think he's already under contract, so it would be some type of trade thing.
Right.
I think Trevor Lawrence is already wrapped up. So yeah, for sure, man.
But I think I think you made
ahead,
a great point. Like, and you and Kev, coaches need to start coaching. And coaching these guys up. We keep on talking about, well, ain't nobody. Who you gonna get back? Well, there's a list right here. There's a big old pool. There's a pool of free agent list. I just read from.
But the other thing is, rather than that, why don't you dudes look to coach the guys that you already got?
And that's a fact too. But remember, Sam Darnold. But Minnesota figured out a way how to get the most out of Sam Darnold.
The offense is good. It worked for what he did, and it worked. That's the thing, guys. Like it worked for him. You can't just bring a quarterback in and drop him into something and say, okay, be good.
Right.
It don't work that way. You got to have a good team. And this is what listen, man. And that's the last I'm saying to Kevin, everyone. Trevor Lawrence has a higher ceiling by far than Brock Purdy.
Oh, that's a fact.
So if you can get it for less money, I'm telling you, Shanahan will do it. And that's, because the fans are stupid. No disrespect, yo. Love y'all in San Fran. But if you put Lawrence out there this year and they got to the Super Bowl, that was the best move we ever made, get rid of Brock Purdy.
That's fact. But here's the thing. Again, we say this a lot. Well, I'll say it. You was drafted last for a reason.
Yes.
Mr. Irrelevant. Irrelevant.
And that's not to take a dump on him.
Of course not.
He played well, okay, but he played well, and he had also, you have to remember, he had a great team around him. Great team around him. That if you had a great quarterback,
probably would have won one.
Probably won. I can't tell you about that season that he got hurt. That the whole team was damn near hurt.
Yeah, with Philly, we got to that game against Philly with no quarterback,
right?
And the year before, we got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah. So and Jimmy's on that list. Y'all sure y'all don't want to pick him back up?
He don't want to be picked back up. He's good.
I'm just saying.
I think Jimmy's going to retire.
I'm asking for a friend.
I know. Jimmy's going to retire. I know.
Shout out to Ryan. Ryan has joined us. What's up, Ryan?
What's it?
What's up, fellas? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, bro. Thank you, man. Ryan's driving. Appreciate you chiming in. We'll get to some NBA action here a little bit. We was just talking about the Niners looking to fix not even fix their quarterback situation. Well, I don't know. DA, do you say fix it? What?
No, man.
They're just not paying.
He's just a player on the team, guys. Yeah. That's all. Like, it's not a bad thing or a good thing.
No, you just
San Francisco is just not paying too much money for a quarterback.
It's a business decision.
Yeah, because you got Fred Warner, you got to pay. You got to pay, this one and that one coming up, right? Actually, they want to be in the Myles Garrett, trade situation, right? They already said they want to be in that situation, right? So they're trying to figure out if they can get rid of Debo and something else and give some money up, and maybe they can get, him. Because all the things that everyone says is that the one thing about the trade is just know Cleveland is not trading Duke in the AFC. He will be in the NFC.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you? Yeah, why would you? That don't make any sense.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why it puts us in a place where at least we feel that we might have a chance, right? Because he wants to go somewhere with a winning team.
Facts.
He said he wants to win. So we have to prove that to him by keeping Brock Purdy? No. You prove that to him by getting a quarterback better than Brock Purdy.
Right.
For less money.
Yeah. Let me move on here. This is from Pro Football Talk. Miles Simmons of Pro Football Talk writes, Kellen Moore has been an offensive player caller for years, and that won't change now that he's become the Saints head coach. Moore confirmed during his introductory press conference on Thursday that he will call plays for the Saints. Moore noted he's planning to use motions and keep a quick pace. We like to use tempo every place that I've been, Moore said via Captain Terrell of ESPN. We'll use shifts and motions when we huddle, when but we want to stress the defense. Now, whether we have time to, whether we have to throw it 50 times or run it 50 times, I really don't care, he says. However, we've got to win football games. We'll do that based off of what we have available to us and who's on our roster. Sounds like he wants to coach up. But we want to be a team that stresses the defense, challenges them, utilizes our entire roster, the depth, and that we have take advantage of all those different players' superpowers. Moore's offenses have taken different shapes depending on personnel. He had a 3 top 10 passing offenses with the Cowboys, including a pair of 2 finishes. But the Eagles were number 2 in rushing last year. They had Saquon Barkley and over 2,000 yards on the ground during the regular season. The Eagles was number 7 in points and number 8 in yards in 2024 en route to winning Super Bowl 59. So, DA, you kept saying bad move. Why you think it's a bad move for the Saints?
Because you're a good coordinator doesn't make you a good head coach.
Right.
1 and 2, you can do things, and I never understood this, man. You can do things with a great team and look great, coordinating a great offense,
right?
That gets the ball back from a great defense at the 12-yard line or wherever the heck it was when he scored that touchdown at the end of the quarter. Got an interception, threw a 5-yard pass to a great receiver, touchdown. It looks real good when you have the tools. When you don't have the tools, it don't look that good. You get out to New Orleans and you ain't got that offensive line. You don't have Saquon. You have an aging what's his name back there? What's the guy's name? He's a good player. He's actually as good as I would believe a total running back because he catches the ball.
I'm talking about what's his name? Saints quarterback, Saints running back. What's his name? I was going to say, hold on.
I'm not good.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara. He's
right.
Back.
Michael Thomas is not there. They got the kid from Ohio State, Olave, who's good. I don't even know who the tight end is. The offensive line is not great. Defense is in a lot of trouble. So you're not going to look the same way you looked with Philadelphia or even Dallas because you don't have, that group. You don't have that talent on your team, man. And it's weird, but it is what it is. So
right. Yeah, Kellen Moore. Now I'm gonna push back a little bit on you. Something you said bad move because he's an offensive coordinator. Well, how would you know how good you are unless you try?
Didn't he get a job with what's that team, man? San Diego Chargers? Wasn't he the head coach out there? All right, there you go. Case in point. Thank you.
Let's was he the head coach out there? Let me see. I'm not sure. Or was he a coordinator out there?
Yeah, Los Angeles. He was an offensive coordinator with the Chargers in 2023. In 2023, he was the Cowboys. I know Kellen Moore. I say he was with the Cowboys, so he still got that Dallas stink, right?
Yeah, he got that funk.
That Dallas funk. He got that funk still.
And he took that funk to San Diego. San Diego now smelling funky.
Yeah, but he got it. He washed it off in Philadelphia, but now. And Philly's dirty, and so
Philly's dirty. They just couldn't smell. That was Dallas funk.
They had COVID. Yeah. They had COVID. They lost their taste and smell. So hey.
Because
y'all like like that. That is shame on you guys.
All these cats that look good when they're coaching or coordinating a good team, don't be surprised when it don't look like that with not a good team.
I mean, we joke around, but it does. Kev, you're right, 100%. You have to take a chance. You have to see if, but chances are, and D is right at the same time because chances are you take these jobs, and sometimes if you're not good, you end up committing suicide with it because they'll hold that against you as being that was your finished product. Now, only people that get a chance. Belichick got a chance because when he went to went to Cleveland. He went to the Jets, then Cleveland.
It's a different
I mean,
time.
he was different time, yes,
and he
but
did the Jets dirty.
and he did the Jets dirty too. Different time, Jets D, but it's still the same. Because Spagnuolo went, he tried, and he found out quickly that this is not me.
I was about to say he's about one of the only ones that has done it. You know who keeps going back to it, and they keep on giving him an opportunity. What's Belichick's adopted son? What's McDaniels keep getting jobs.
Yeah,
and he keeps being awful at the jobs, and then he goes home and runs back home to daddy. So I think he ran back home.
Carolina. It'd be back Carolina.
What's my other man with the pencil in his head? Matt Patricia.
But no, Matt not getting another chance.
He see what you making my point. He's not going to get another chance.
He's not getting another
chance. He's probably a good coordinator.
He ain't even that, but yeah, we will. Yes,
I said probably. He probably.
What's Matt doing like here, right, with the pen?
Yeah, right. We done seen several guys.
Yeah, it's hard to do that coordinator.
I think Spags is the only one that gets it like that. He gets it. He's like, yeah, you know what? That's my. Even though I believe he interviewed for the Jets job. But
he did this go around.
Yeah, he interviewed for the Jets job, but
I pray that it goes well for Aaron Glenn, man, because I hate for it to, end ugly, and we've seen it end ugly. Romeo Cornell was another one.
Well, that whole New England thing,
I told you why that worked.
That coaching tree is, according to the DA, they don't coach.
They don't coach, man.
Yeah,
Belichick does it all. So when they go out there on their own, they can't do anything.
Well, fam, if you can't do it, then you should not be going out for the job. If you're not, if you can't do it, then you set yourself up for a failure.
They throw that bread at you, man.
I feel you, but then I don't want to hear nothing about they don't give me another chance.
Well, they throw that bread at them. You can't say nothing because them dudes are getting paid 5 years after they stop working there. So I don't even,
Well, yeah, I mean, if you that bad, they want you out of here. Yeah, we'll pay you to go away.
I think Urban Meyer's still getting the money from Jacksonville checks. So.
Urban Meyer, you're right about that one. I forgot about that.
But because the difference is this, and I'm not saying this. I had football. Of course, I know a lot of people, and they'll tell you, man, it's being a head coach is a lot different than being a coordinator, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many more things for you to deal with as a head coach. With the offensive coordinator job, you deal with your offense.
Right.
And that's all you deal with. Defensive coordinator, now you're dealing with the offense, defense, special teams. What your coordinator is doing, your defense coordinator, what's this and what's that.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a ton different than just, being a defensive guy. So,
for sure.
So. 54 million, under the cap. Well, if your GM is not good at what he does, I don't see them having Dana. I'm sorry, hey Dana. I don't see them having to really restructure a bunch of contracts,
right? Because
they don't have any big name players that they should restructure. Old dude that be on the defensive line, smiling all the time. Listen, man, it's time for him to retire anyway. You ain't gonna get that dude no money. He's 85 years old. Kamara's there. I think Olave from Ohio State. I don't think they'll keep Carr, but I don't think he's that bad. I don't think Carr is horrible.
Right.
You just maybe need to bring in someone that can coach that kid up. He's not a bad quarterback because he's had success in the NFL.
So, well, Kellen Moore, God bless you, man. Hopefully you can.
He's got the job.
He's got the bag. He's got the bag.
Got the job and the bag.
He may get the Saints and say, "Yeah, these don't look like the offense I had last year."
Yeah.
So things won't be as easy.
Right. That's true. Shout out to Debbie. Shout out to Mom. She's watching. Shout out to cousin Kim. She's down with us. She's watching tonight. Shout out to
Dana. Old Cowboy fan. She got that funk on her too. That old Cowboy funk.
Cowboy funk, baby. That Cowboy funk. That's what it is.
Shout out to Mike for
Trying
chiming
to
in.
get it into you.
So let me just move on to the next story. This is a business story, man. This is probably
54 over the cap, Dana. If they 54 over the cap being that doggone bad, forget it.
Forget about it.
Let me move on to this next story. This from Yahoo Sports. Ian Castleberry says, sports fans excited about March Madness and the Masters face a significant obstacle if they describe to YouTube TV. Paramount announced on Thursday that its contract with YouTube TV is set to expire on Thursday. By the end of the night, if a new agreement is not reached, that means CBS and CBS Sports, among 21 other networks under the Paramount umbrella, won't be able to have YouTube TV subscribers as of Thursday night at 11 p.m. Certain markets, local CBS affiliates won't be available either. Excuse me. The list of affected affiliates include the New York, Philadelphia, Dallas, San Francisco, Boston, and Atlanta affiliates. The two sides have approximately a month to resolve their carriage dispute before men's college basketball and golf fans are deprived of the 2 years' biggest sporting events. The first round of the NCAA's men's basketball tournament is scheduled to tip off March 18th, while the Masters begins April 10th. Both of these events will be available for streaming on Paramount. As could be expected, YouTube TV and Paramount are each pointing the finger at one another.
All the time.
We've been working hard. We've been working hard to reach a fair agreement with Paramount that allows us to keep their channels, including CBS and CBS Sports, on YouTube TV without passing on additional costs to our subscribers, YouTube said in a statement. Unfortunately, despite our good faith negotiations, we haven't been successful.
Yeah.
As they say.
This is the lie. Okay.
No, I was just going to say, for all my New Yorkers that's still up top, you know, y'all dealing with it now with no MSG.
They still ain't got MSG. Yo, man, YouTube TV, y'all could go. You know where you could go, because I done got rid of y'all long time ago.
Well, MSG that's not a YouTube TV problem. MSG is the cable carrier up there. What's the cable carrier up there again? I forgot. Spectrum.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just fact check real quick. MSG, yeah, they've been without MSG like the whole. So Knicks fans are watching road games like back on Channel 9 back in the day.
Channel 9, man. New York.
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, Optimum TV. I knew it was not. Yeah, I'm sorry, Spectrum. I ain't mean to do that to you. Yeah, this was yes, MSG Networks channels were removed from Optimum TV lineups on December 31st, 2024. The removal was due to dispute between Optimum and MSG over, guess what, y'all, programming fees. Why were the channels removed? MSG demanded high programming fees. MSG Networks wanted Optimum to make their channels available to most subscribers, even though they didn't watch the content. And that's the nonsense that we talk about on the show. Optimum wanted to provide affordable programming for their customers. So as you can, and they still don't have TV up there. They don't have MSG.
I get it. Yo, I know you. I understand people. You love your Knicks. You love whatever. But at some point, y'all gotta take a stand. Yo, man, go. DA, what should they do? Go read a what?
Go read a book, man.
Go read a book. Go do something with yourself.
I remember like back in the days in New York, you had like a direct TV. Well, we're not going to be able to have. We're not having a contract with this channel. So god dang what?
Every year they do the same thing. Every year it's the same thing. Same play. Play they go with this. And you know what? People know where to go find what they need to find eventually. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to keep on being hijacked by these
unless you stupid.
Yeah, by these stations, these companies, big companies with these TV deals and all this other stuff, man. And as my main man Ryan said, he gets tired of searching, trying to figure out who's where, what. You know, I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? It's getting ridiculous, man. You get stream this, stream that. Everybody went trying to cut the cable bill down and end back up with so many streaming apps. You end right back up to almost a $200 bill.
Yeah. That's why I don't do it, man.
You know what? I'm tired of playing this game with y'all. just buy what you want, cut them off when you need to, and then that's it.
Listen.
Because it's gotten ridiculous.
You know me, but I'm trying to get what I can get out of it. So,
and that's all I got here with the news. I think,
that was a vote with your dollars segment.
Vote with your dollars. Yeah. T-shirts coming soon. Vote with your dollars. Vote with your dollars here, man. So let me move on here. We're gonna move on to Dan is not with us tonight. Let me just read what's going on with hockey. As I open up the Four Nations tournament is open. You got US, Finland, Sweden, and Canada. They are competing in the Four Nations face-off. Right now, I got it on the big screen here. USA and Finland are tied at 0 with in the first period. Let me just read this from USA Today. 5 weeks ago, the United States beat Finland to win a second consecutive gold medal here at the World Junior Hockey Championships. Thursday night, these countries' NHL players will meet in their opening game of the nation's Four Nations face-off. Though it's early in the tournament, every game is critical. Each team plays 3 games, and the top teams advance to the championship game. Canada has 2 points, and Sweden has 1 after Canada's 4-3 overtime win in the opener. These games, to me and my team, is as big as it gets for us. USA forward Matthew Tkachuk, who plays for the Florida Panthers, told reporters, "We're talking game 7s. Both teams have injuries on defense before the tournament, with the USA losing Quinn Hughes and Finland having to replace Miro Hasaikin and Ramis Ristolian with Johnny Hakanpan. Excuse me. Here's what you need to know about the USA-Finland game and the full schedule for the Nations Four. So you got the U.S. and Finland will play. They're playing tonight, of course, at the Montreal's Bell Center, and then you got the USA-Finland game it's on ESPN, and then you have some other games here that I'm trying to read here. All right, they got the schedule right here. Excuse me. And then Saturday night you got Finland and Sweden at Montreal. Then Saturday night you got USA and Canada at Montreal. All these games will be on ESPN and ABC. Monday night, Canada and Finland will be in Boston at the Boston Garden, at TD Bank Garden in Boston. And Monday you had Sweden versus USA at Boston Garden, and on next Thursday you had the championship game at Boston Garden. So this is the NHL they're stopping. Go ahead.
I like it. I like this, man. I think Four Nations face-off hockey. I think this is pretty cool.
And they're out there competing. They was out there just before I talked about this article. It looks like USA and Finland, they was get ready to look like they battle in the scrum, about to fight a little bit, man. So there's some bragging rights, and NBA. I mean, y'all could be doing this too.
No, Kev. I think no. It's a lost cause, man.
No, first of all, they tried it. Man. They had it in the All-Star game. It used to be for a few years. It was the what's that called? They had the rookies versus the world, and then the rookies would lose and the world would win. Year after year after year. So they stopped that because it didn't look good. The whole basketball thing would probably be a United States wash per se, because we created the sport, so we should be the best at it. But it'd be a problem if Lithuania came over and won, or some team from Africa came and won. It'd be an issue.
Well, that'll make you play hard, right?
No, sir. I don't think you know who you're talking about, Kevin.
So you're saying I'm trying to keep hope alive. Dana, you're right. If they really want to go to the game, they'll go to the local bar and go check out the game. You're right. But yeah, I guess so, D. I just trying to have hope. The NBA All-Star game is this weekend, y'all. So
this weekend?
Yeah, it's this weekend in San Francisco.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I'm not even watching, so I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. I mean,
someone would have to call me and tell me that Cats is playing defense.
Yeah,
like in the second, third quarter, something like that.
I refuse to be wasting my time, and I'm sure it's Sunday night again, right?
Oh yeah, it's Sunday night.
When are they gonna put the game on, man? Saturday morning? 10 o'clock, like when Abbott and Costello come
Well, I
on.
mean, it used to be a Sunday afternoon game, but things change. So, it's all good.
It'd be like Abbott and Costello.
Nah, man. It don't matter.
Yep. So that's the hockey segment for the night. Remember, check out the Four Nations. USA is playing Finland right now. Let me get the hockey segment.
What the heck is that, man? Hey, man. I don't know what the hell you were.
Man, that was a long horn, man.
It was a real goalie horn. They got that. Dan would appreciate that tonight, man.
What the hell? What did shoot? I didn't.
Let's move on. DA, what we got across the pond here? We got the Premier League.
Yeah. Real sports, man. Real sports, man. You understand? All right. World sports. All right. We in the knockout phase, man, of the UEFA Champions League. To the round of 16. We got the teams in the in Arsenal, Aston Villa, Atleti, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Leverkusen, Lille, and Liverpool, right? Mm-hmm. Then there are other teams that have to play in, and we have some games on the 18th of February,
right, and
games on the 19th of February, all right? So, so you got Brest versus Paris, Club Brugge versus Atlanta, which is not Atlanta from a stuttering person. It's across the pond at Atlanta. Manchester City, Real Madrid, Juventus, and PSV, which is a French team. Paris. You have Milan. I always mess this one up. Feyenoord, which is a team out of the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich, Celtic, Dortmund, Sporting CP, Benfica, and Monaco. So as the Champions League, I will explain is if you are a champion in your individual league or in the top 2 or 3, you get invited to the Champions League around the world. And this is for every league, so they can have a Japanese team from the Japanese league, Bundesliga, which is like kind of the Slavic nations. Then you have the European, France and England. And then you have Italy and Spain. And I think Portugal. So if you're winning those leagues, if your team wins or is the top 3 in the league, you're invited to compete. And these games have been going on for a while just to get to the 16 in the knockout phase to win the UEFA's Champions Cup. So they do this every year. And this is probably why, just to go back to something, Kev, you were talking about on Monday or last week, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
About, why football, soccer does not.
Oh, we were talking with our guests.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Doesn't want. They don't have them come over here and play during their season. They don't do exhibitions, and this is why during the season, because they're already pulling teams from their leagues to do this. Because they'll go back to the leagues, and most of them have a season to finish up. So, so that's what this is. But it's that important that you send your best, right? Because if that means you're the champion of the champions of the world, that's why it's such a big deal. You're a champion of the champions. So that's for the World League, not World League, UEFA. In the world game, which is football, not American football, but football, the world game. Thank you. I'm done. That's it.
Got you. D-Dubs, thank you for their football segment, the cross the pond, as you would say. I thought D-Dubs was there. He was going to do some boxing, but let me go on to Mike is not here to talk about the NCAA men's. We got but I got it here, and they got a list. Man, this writing is so small, but I'll get through it. Auburn is number 1. They will be actually them and Alabama, who's number 2. They'll be facing off this weekend, man. So
Yes, this will be big.
That should be a good one, man. That should be a good one. You got Florida, number 3, Duke, number 4. Cooper Flag finished with 27 points, 3 steals in Wednesday's game against over Cal. The Blue Devils. Next game is next Saturday against Stanford. Houston. LJ Croy finished with 14 points and Monday 76-75 victory over Baylor. And then you got Tennessee, you got Texas A&M, you got Iowa State, you got Purdue. Shout out to my Johnny. Shout out to the number 10 St. John's. They went down yesterday to Villanova and lost, but hey man, they've been playing some really, really good ball. DA, real quick about St. John's and what they're doing in Queens.
They got players and they got a good coach, man. I'm actually pretty happy about St. John's and what they're doing.
Me too.
And like I said, Simeon Wiltshire was 4-11 from the field. And the loss at Villanova. They play Creighton next, so they'll be able to turn it around against Creighton. But they got players now, and this is just the beginning, folks. If they can get those kids out of New York to stay, it's gonna be a real thing. So we'll see what Coach Pitino does, man. But I think he's coaching them up and getting everything he can out of this team. And I do believe when the tournament starts, because the Johnnies have guards, they're going to go pretty far. So that's my take on my Johnnies, man.
Shout out to St. John's, they're number 10 in the land, man. It's been a while since they've been doing that. Marquette is number 11 here. Let me get Ryan.
Yeah, Michigan after them.
Okay.
Ole Miss. Kentucky is still up in there doing what they do. Wisconsin, Texas Tech, Michigan State, Mississippi State, Creighton, which is 20. So the Johnnies win that game. That really helps them, right? Because they beat a ranked team, right?
Yeah.
On it. Arizona, UCLA, Missouri, Louisville, and Kansas. Top 25. And it's just weird for all, I guess, what we call ourselves legacy,
right?
College basketball fans. The landscape has changed, man. Kansas at 25, Louisville 24. Missouri, UCLA down there, Arizona down in the 20s. And you look at this like, Duke is the only, I guess I would say, old school team that's still sitting at the top of the charts here, that's still playing, because
right.
Reality is Auburn, Alabama, Florida football schools. Houston has been good for a few years.
Correct.
Tennessee is a football school. Texas A&M football school. Iowa State football school. Purdue, I wouldn't say that, basketball school. They're not a football school.
No, they can roll every year. Shout out to my alma mater.
It's very, very weird to see the amount of SEC schools, which is never like a really strong conference other than Kentucky. And Florida had those years with Billy Donovan winning back to back. But Auburn always had a pretty good team, not like this. I don't think Barkley was ever number one when he was in Florida. And he had Chris Morris on his team and Chuck Person. So and he was never number one. So this is exciting, folks. It's exciting to see how this is rolling right now. So I really love to see it, love to hear it, man. So
yeah, I'm like you, it's pretty funny to see, like you said, the SEC teams up there, and you're like, wow, let me take a back to this. I'm like, well, what's really going on here, man? And to see Alabama and like I said, Auburn, they're up there doing their thing, man. So college basketball, men's, women's too. They about to round about. We're here in February, the middle of February. We're about to round about to get the conference tournaments started up here in a little bit, and so
well, you want me to run down the women's, Kev?
Go ahead, sir.
All right, so the Bruins are number 1, the Lady Bruins. The Lady Fighting Irish, number 2. Lady Longhorns, Gamecocks, LSU Tigers are back up there at 5. USC, Juju, they're at number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Huskies are 7. North Carolina State Wolfpack, 8. The Buckeyes, go Ella. Ella's a friend of the family, plays for them. What's that? The Horned Frogs, the TCU, Kentucky Wildcats, the Lady Tar Heels, Lady Blue Devils, Lady Volunteers. I guess it's Arizona Wildcats. So one, I don't know which one. One is one. I don't know. Yeah. Sooners, Maryland Terrapins, and the Yellow Jackets, and we'll finish at the top 20 with the Alabama Crimson Tide, female Crimson Tide. So that's our women's top 25 power rankings. So yeah, there are competitive races on both sides. It does look like the Bruins are at this point in time far and away the best team in the country.
Right.
But we'll see when the tournament starts. But we'll see what it looks like. But like every big game they've had, they've smacked them. So they don't lose the big games. So they're UCLA Lady Bruins are serious business. So we'll see what happens when the tournament starts. And I do predict one thing, folks. The female NCAA tournament will have higher ratings than the men's, for sure.
I'm with you on that. Yes, I'm with you on that. Yep.
So that's the way I see it.
I'm with you on that. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Let me do this real quick infomercial. Not infomercial, but a little commercial. Hey, we got some things coming up here with the Sports Chasers podcast, man. We about to flip some things around, not personnel wise, but some things that's really coming up that's going to be good. In a couple of weeks, once we get this thing up and running, we're going to give away a t-shirt. Now, I have to figure out how I'm going to get this t-shirt away, but you're going to have to earn it. We're going to have to do something about it. I don't know, we'll do some trivia. What do we do? But you're going to have to earn it. And you answer the trivia question.
Push-ups. Oh, sorry.
Now, you answer the question. We'll figure out how we're going to do it. We're going to send you a t-shirt on us. Brand new t-shirt.
Push-ups.
Once that thing starts getting that I'm talking about, once it's to fruition and it's going live, then we'll be able to do that, man. So stay tuned. You get your free t-shirt on us, a Sports Chaser, some gear. See how DA got the hoodie on. You got the little Black Knight hoodie on. I don't think D-Dub's got nothing on there, but just look out for some of our stuff, man. Some of our gear, it's coming. It's here. It's shout out to Dion. Yo, we coming. Well, it's coming. So
yeah, man.
Yeah. Check it out, man. It's
Sports Chasers under rules.
don't listen to him. We ain't there yet. Under rules. No, don't listen to this guy. We didn't say that.
Y'all remember the under rules? Come on, stop playing, y'all.
I did, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
That's the rules.
Yeah, little Sports Chasers. Yeah. Now,
Man.
Dana, you talking about the men's team? The men's team has definitely always been a team, but I'm not as well versed in women's basketball, so you could be correct there, ma'am. And thank you for the education.
Yep. Shout out to Dana. She's been hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for all those newcomers that are hanging out with us. As you can see, we like to live joke, but really be about our business when it comes to sports. Our NBA guy, he's been having a hardest time to get on tonight. He's been having some technical difficulties.
Well,
we can get him on there. But, stop it. No, don't do that to Ryan, please.
No. I said since he's not here, he can chime in.
Yeah,
but I want to talk about this awful trade that happened between the the Los Angeles Lakers and well, let me just say
Why is it awful? Why is it awful?
It's a one-sided trade.
Tell him, son.
Because
well, let's build it
I'll
up.
let you go. Go ahead.
We did talk about it. No, we didn't talk about it.
But tell him, son. Tell him. Hey, yo, show me your mind, son.
So, if you've been hot in Iraq, I know that Anthony Davis got traded from the LA Lakers to the Dallas Mavericks. The owners of the Mavericks, he decided to tell Nico, I forgot Nico's last name.
Nico Harrison.
Nico Harris. Hey man, hey,
Nico out of job.
Yeah, get Luka we want Luka out of here. And we'll just trade him to the LA Lakers for 31-year-old street clothes Anthony Davis, who in fashion did what? His first game he got hurt.
Daryl actually shot him with a dart because no one else touched him and he hit the ground. Yeah, there you go, just like that. Show him Daryl that stuff. You hit him with that thing there, and next thing you know, 5 weeks, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got him. You got him because he fell because no one else got him. So there you go. Yeah.
Gotcha, man. But
Kev, I know you building it up, but it's old news, right? So
it's old news, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of people, Dallas people, are mad.
Oh yeah.
As they should.
Dallas people are mad.
I'm sorry,
because you did what? Why would you do this? Why on earth would you do this?
$150 million.
Now, some people will say, Luka, the Lakers are getting the best of the best and the best of the best. I would say different because Luka, as we all know, his defensive prowess is not really good, and they got destroyed last night by Utah.
It's not fair. I'm sorry, Evan. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
We're not going to sugarcoat. Okay.
No, your brother just told me not to. The man don't play defense. His alphabet is all messed up. He be in school doing A-B-C-D-E-F-G. No, okay, Luka, it's D. A-B-C-D. A-B-C-E-F-G. No D. There's no D. Not any.
None.
Not
one.
You know they had a funeral for him. Real talk. My boy live out there. I just got off the phone with him.
Right.
They had a funeral in Texas.
Right.
For Luka. And I'm like, wow, a funeral. Like they had a casket and everything at the game, man.
I did see that. Yes, I did.
Folks dead serious about that mess out there, boy. I tell you, Rico, he better quit and get the heck up out of there.
Yeah, Nico, this is a very strange deal to make for you, just because you don't want to pay that
bird rule is $150 million,
right?
It's $150 million because if he's under the bird rule, I think it's like $300-some million.
300, yeah.
So he's out of there. The Lakers can pay him. He really got screwed on it because the Lakers, I think, they're down to 200 and something, right?
Yeah, he got screwed.
Right, and guess what he didn't pay in Texas that he pays in California? Taxes.
Right.
So unless Trump gets all the IRS dudes fired tomorrow, which I hope he does, it's going to be a problem for Luka. Because he got to pay taxes too. Because in Texas, he got that bird rule money, $350 with no income tax.
Yeah,
bird rights.
Well, hold on, D, and we got Ryan. Why we got him right now, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan, I mean, I know this is old news, and I'm just rehashing it because me and DA had talked about it early this week, and it was really bothering me how this trade happened and why did the NBA allow it to happen, and then to put the icing on the cake, you see Anthony Davis not even get touched and go down.
Oh,
and get hurt.
I'm sorry, Ryan. This way you gonna do this, Darryl?
How
this way you gonna do this, Darryl? Like you wasn't the one that shot that dart in his stomach.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, but I can hear you good. But Ryan, it's kind of makes the NBA look really, really like bad. And I don't
Well,
know.
we've seen this before, especially where the Lakers benefit, right? And we
Always
and we
benefit.
also seen it when the Lakers didn't benefit because with the Chris Paul deal that was going to send Chris Paul and link him up with Kobe back in the days. So I mean, I'm not saying I know we already talked about this. I'm not saying you couldn't have traded Luka, but you got to get way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Pick swaps. Yeah, I understand you got another great player in AD, but his health issues. And to be fair to AD, he's been relatively healthy the last 2 seasons, so I'll give him that. But still, you still gotta when you got a talent like that who's a mega star internationally, also you gotta get way more. It's gotta be something that they're not telling us that we don't know, because I can't look at any way and see how you would make that trade and not get back a boatload, man. Like, yeah, just get back. I'm not saying you couldn't trade him. I'm not saying that, but
Absolutely.
but yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
like
what you got in return does not match up at all.
no, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
So I could understand why the Dallas Maverick fans are wilding out.
Well,
oh yeah.
I mean, except for the wishing death and trying to, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, no, that's being way more than a fanatic. That's
unacceptable. We're not condoning those idiots out there, right? But
right.
Is there a way? And I'm joking, of course, when I say this. Can this be like a Dalton Connect? Just go back to the Lakers.
But he's not part of that trade. Dalton is just
Let's hear me out.
He's back. He's already back to the Lakers.
No, he was making another point. Hold on, go ahead.
Just making another point of course, the NBA is not going to do this, right? The NBA is not going to say, "Hey, Anthony Davis, go take your hurt self back to the Lakers, and Luka, you come back."
No,
of course,
no.
But
because they passed their physicals. Mark Williams, quote unquote, failed his physical. Now, Charlotte is disputing that. So I don't know if y'all knew that Charlotte was disputing that. So I don't know if the Lakers got cold feet and just said that he failed the physical. You can't do that. So I think if it goes to like arbitration and has like an independent guy do a physical, and if he passed the physical, then the trade might happen again, and they go back. So so Charlotte is questioning the failed physical, basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's BS at one. I don't know how Anthony Davis is ever going to pass a physical. That's a joke to me. And Daryl, you the one shot him in the stomach with the dart. So you're doing all this stuff, talking all this mess.
Hey,
he's the grassy knoll right there.
And let me tell you, man.
Second lane, no, grassy knoll.
He was balling too. Before he got hurt, he looked like Akeem Olajuwon circa 1994-95. He was phenomenal, man. And it's just
D1
non-contact. It's just sad, man. It's sad.
D1.
And now he's going to be out for a long 5 weeks or something like that, right? So
yeah, like a month. Yeah.
But he didn't have to have surgery, so that's the good thing, is that they said he did not have to have surgery for the groin injury. And then I guess this is the same groin that was hurting 2 years ago.
Correct.
Him and LeBron both had the groin thing or something. And the rest of the year. So it is what it is. It's okay.
Got you. Ryan, what else we got on tap for the NBA, man? What's going on there? The halftime, we're at the halfway point. The NBA All-Star game is this weekend. Go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, a little bit more than a halfway point. Because when we come back, there's only going to be like 25, 30 games left.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but we got, like I said, we have the the All-Star game coming up. The festivities are this weekend, so it's going to be a long break. We had all the teams playing yesterday, so it was a lot of games on the slate, man. What stuck out to me was what's going on in Philly, man. Like, Paul George had 2 points last night in 30-something minutes.
He left his ski mask, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't wear the ski mask to the games. But as soon as he leaves the games, it's
it looks like, and I'm not gonna say he's quitting or he looks like he's checked out, but he looks like he's checked out. Like, I didn't sign up for this, I didn't sign up for.
Oh yeah, you did. You signed up for every bit of it.
He looks like
absolutely. He's getting paid. So he took the bag.
Every bit of it. Go ahead.
He got his money. So it's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because the Embiid is just going through this, man. Because when he plays, man, he's unstoppable, man. Like it's super sad to see it. It's super sad to see it with AD. It's super sad to see it with Embiid. Kawhi,
right. He sat up on that. He sat up on that TNT stage with him and Embiid, looking at each other in their eyes.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah.
And they wink. They did the wink. Yo, I would love to have this guy. Oh, and you signed it. You signed the deal.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I read the other day, and this was really a telling tale. They said Paul George has more podcast downloads than points in the whole year.
But
I saw that.
If I may though, real talk.
Go ahead, bro.
I think me and Darryl talked about this, or maybe me and Kev. This is the point, man. When last season was done, Philadelphia let this fool go to the Olympics rather than get surgery, get right, lose weight, get in shape, get ready for the season.
They said he was healthy, though.
Yeah, but he wasn't healthy, evidently, right? He wasn't healthy, right? Because he needs the surgery now. And you're talking to someone who's had 1, 2, 3, I've had 5 knee surgeries.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is that he wasn't healthy. He could play, but he wasn't healthy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So the reality was that, he only played a little bit in the Olympics. And you gave up a whole season. Man, I'd be trying to get money back out that fool's contract, man, for real, right? Because, the main thing got to be the main thing, Ryan.
Right.
The main thing has got to be the main thing. I don't care about
right. Like, and for Embiid, right? Like, okay, I get it. It's playing for the U.S., but he's not even from the U.S. Yeah, like right. there was no reason for the U.S. to even try to recruit him. Yeah, he was all set to play for France, but it, like, I don't know if I'm the governors of these teams, and I wouldn't want my star player going overseas to play. I mean in the Olympics, I just wouldn't, man. I mean you're invested. They're investing too much, man, to in these players, where an injury can happen, and I get it, man. It's the camaraderie of it all. You know what I'm saying? The dream team started, so so everybody wants to do it.
Yeah, but everybody just wants to win big, Ryan. You know what the reality is, man? You could most likely put a G League team together, and it would be more entertaining. And they may not win.
Oh, they ain't going to win because they should have lost. They should have lost. They're not going to win.
But listen, man, that's what basketball needs.
Yeah,
we don't need the big bad bully always going over there.
Right?
No, that's it's not cool. And I wanted to say one more thing, Ryan, because while I got you, before your thing goes out, my suggestion is
for real,
right?
Yeah,
yo, the dudes. NBA players gotta do like the ladies. They gotta put the big boy drawers on and play 1-on-1.
Bro,
get right or get embarrassed.
DA,
get going. Get right. Get wrong.
DA, this 1-on-1 thing is the most physical thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like these chicks were killing each other, man.
That's
like
right.
I was.
That's
I
right.
was like,
let's go get this money.
I was like, yo, I'm literally like worried for these players. Like tomorrow,
baby.
And the semifinals and the finals are tomorrow, right? I believe are tomorrow. And and you got what? You got Azare Stevens versus the Nafisa Collier, and you got Enrique Who's Enrique playing? Oh my goodness.
That girl from
Jeez.
Minnesota, right? That girl.
No. Yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah. So, gosh. The other girl from UConn. Yeah, it's 3 UConn girls and Enrique. Yeah. So, but man, it's awesome, man. The one-on-one's been awesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love the spin they put on it where you can have an inbounds passer. So, you know what I'm saying? You check it up and you have an inbounds. So say you want to go into the low post, right? And you're a low post person. You don't gotta dribble the ball to get to the low post. You can have your inbounds passer pass it to you in the low post and you post them up. So it's not all the advantage just for people who can dribble and get to their spots. So it's really cool, man.
Yeah, I agree
100%. Yeah, man. So it's very physical, man. The NBA guys would never do it. Never.
No.
No, it's they're not gonna want to.
Aaliyah Edwards or
Aaliyah Edwards. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Hey, she's been balling too. Aaliyah Edwards beat Stewie 12-0.
Yeah.
In under a minute. I mean, under 2 minutes. Like wiped her. You know what I'm saying? So, but Nafisa Kylie looks tough, man. Like, I mean, these girls are going at it, man. I love it, man. I love it. And then it looks like Sabrina Ionescu and Curry was supposed to shoot in a 3-point contest again, and I think she turned it down, man. And good for her, man, because
she turned it down. I don't blame her.
Yeah, because they're like, nah, man, y'all come to our All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? And do some stuff. We ain't gonna be helping your All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? So
because the NBA is looking for a dog and pony show.
Because they're
and
dying
they know
anyway.
they think it's dying. They're
all drowning. When someone's drowning, you don't reach out the boat to grab them.
Yeah.
To pull them up because they will pull you down and kill you. So you tell them to chill. And when
that's exactly what's happening.
When they almost drowned and dead, not moving too much, and you can grab their ass up out the water.
So Caitlin told them no, right? She's like, nah, I'm not going. I'm good. And now what's her name just told her?
Sabrina Ionescu. And she shot lights out, man, last year in the All-Star game against Steph. She beat everybody but Steph.
Correct.
And that's saying something, man. Yeah. And she shot from the NBA 3-point line.
Facts.
She shot from the NBA 3-point line. So, but yeah, man, like it's and I'm not taking anything away from the NBA players because they do support the WNBA. They really do.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They really do. But I would love to see Steph and Clay and them go and shoot with the girls. You know what I'm saying? On their All-Star team, their All-Star weekend, which is going to be in Indiana, and Caitlin's going to be there. So it's everybody. All eyes are going to be on that, man. But but this one-on-one, this unrivaled 3-on-3 league and the one-on-one has been a success in my eyes. I love it, man. I love watching it, man. I know Mike say he likes watching it too. Dan doesn't care for it, but it's just another avenue for him to stay home, man, and make money and play ball and don't have to go overseas and get
kudos to them, man. Shout outs to them, man. I mean,
whatever
works, man. I can't be. I'm not mad at it if they making money.
Shout out to Breonna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, man. They came up with the idea, man. And they've been working on this, working on it, last couple of years, man. And shout out to them, man.
At least they competing. I mean,
at
least they compete.
It's more than competing, man. It's a flat out war out there with these girls, bro.
And I'm good with that. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we missing.
That's all we miss, and that's all we wanted when. And those that saw us with these funny faces me and D-Dubs was making when Ryan was speaking a few minutes ago, because Ryan, it's not that he's finally realizing that, but I'm glad you're saying what you're saying about the men in the NBA, man. Yo, get your stuff together, man. Get yourself together, like for real, man. Like y'all taking people for granted, man, and it's not right. And the main thing got to be the main thing, as DA says, man. And if you continue to do as such, guess what? People will stop not checking for you, and that's a fact. And you look at the WNBA girls, it's like, nah, I'm good. I don't have to go over there to their stage because our stage is hot. And believe it or not, in our group chat, we're like, yo, when did WNBA start? And Ryan said, yo, May 15. They was like, May 15, but can it be closer or something like that? So again, shout out to the ladies. Like I said, I've said this on the show several times. I did not check for the WNBA for a long time. I tuned in this year and I saw how they was playing and stuff like that. Ryan kind of brought me in. Dan kind of deep dived and did this same thing. But, and I started watching again. And I just love the fact that they compete. And that's all people want who are paying their money. They're watching at the house. You're going to the arena. Hey, man, we want you to not only just like show up but we want you to compete while you're there, not be in your street clothes. You got your wine on the sidelines and, you doing your thing, man. That's just, people are getting tired, man. People getting tired, man. Go ahead, Ryan, before we get out. What you got?
No, man. No, that's it. Oh, also, too, man, check tonight in the women, girls NCAA, women's basketball, the NCAA tonight on Peacock, which, I hate that streaming stuff. But you got number 1 UCLA versus number 6 USC and Juju tonight at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. Yep, 10 o'clock. Yeah, so number 1 UCLA versus the in-state rivals right up the street from each other, man. USC versus UCLA, man. That's must see. That's on Peacock. Starts at 10 o'clock.
Oh, Peacock. Is that free?
Peacock.
For the viewers?
Nah, you got to be a subscriber, bro. They paying. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
I got
Nope.
I'll give them 2 quarters. I'll give them 2 quarters tonight. 2 quarters. Then I'm going.
Hey, I know y'all was watching the game last night, the Knicks Atlanta game. I know y'all was pissed.
Yeah.
No, I didn't miss. I've seen the highlights, and that's just the Knicks doing Knicks things, man. That's what the Knicks do.
Sir.
They survived, but I don't even know how that team ever even scored 100 and almost 150 points on y'all. Yeah, y'all gotta get that defense corrected.
You cannot be proud of that. That is nothing to be proud about.
Up by 20.
You was up by 19 points, and then
and they do this to this battle in a team.
And your coach is supposed to be the defensive guy.
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah, well, you got to play more than 3 people, man. So
I'm just saying. And again,
minutes police.
You Knicks fans, don't be surprised again that you're gonna run into a brick wall, because I'm telling you right here on the Sports Chasers podcast that this is what's going to happen. The Knicks is going to get to the wall. They might get past first round, second round they'll run into somebody and run into that wall. They may get hot enough to get to the third, but I doubt it. Not with running this team into the ground. And you can call me the minutes police. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm telling you right now, the Knicks will not make it to Eastern Conference Finals.
Well. Second round either gonna be Boston or Cleveland. So
you definitely gonna get knocked out by either one of those teams.
You got to find a way to come in second, so you ain't got to play
exactly
knock each other off at some point. So
So you right now y'all sitting at 3, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all sitting at 3. That's not gonna be good enough for it.
Right. It's
now, Ryan, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, Ryan.
No, I mean they definitely have to shore up the defense, man. But their offense is so elite. I got to give them credit with the offense, man. But like I said, man, whenever the head of the snake is a liability on defense, which Brunson is, it's a liability. For as much as he scores, he gives up almost the same amount.
Every guard they have is a liability, sir.
Yeah, but he makes big shots, so you can overlook it. But then what happens is, I know I said this before, when the head of the snake is Brunson, and then at the tail end you have Cat, who doesn't really protect the basket like that. You have the wings who are elite defenders, and OG and Bridges, Hart. You have those guys. Even Christian Tua can defend a little bit.
Right.
And OG's hurt. OG's are hurt right now. So basically, they're on the wing. So they're not protecting the paint. They're guarding the wing guys. So if my point guard or my guard is blowing by Brunson and getting to the best and getting to the basket, and Cat can't cover up for the mistake. You're gonna have to win with offense because that's where it is. Unless you get Mitch back, and Mitch can help solidify the defense. But I don't know how you can count on Mitch. He's always hurt. I mean, not only that, he's a big man with a foot problem. I know they say he's like, in the best shape of his career, but the way you look and basketball shape is two different things. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Look, but hey, man, enjoy it though, man. Kudos to the Knicks though. They're number 3. They're balling. You know what I'm saying? They're winning games. It's not perfect. And kudos to Tibbs too. Like he's kind of changed his style. I mean, when your 2 best players are your 2 best players, that's what you got to ride with that. You know what I'm saying? And hope that one, Brunson has to be better defensively. I mean, he's slow. He's slow-footed. Yeah. He has good footwork on offense. He's very clever. I mean, he has footwork of a big man down low. You know what I'm saying? At the guard position. But he's gonna have to take pride and play better defense. So, Cat too. I mean, that's for every team, man. It's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so. But their offense is so good that they're always going to be in games, but they can always let you back in the game, just like last night. And then and I didn't even recognize any of these players from the Hawks. Of course, you had Trey. They traded Hunter, so he's gone. Yep. So I was shocked that he even had that much points. Trey got hot, made some big shots, and you guys almost blew it at the end. But hey, you hung on, man. So that's a sign of a good team, man. Hanging on.
Hey,
you got to win by any means necessary.
Real quick, what is the Lakers gonna move up past your Rockets to 4 or even get to the 3 spot?
Well, yeah, it's the 3 spot. No, I think it's gonna stay like. I actually think Denver is gonna make it to this 2 spot, and then the Grizzlies gonna fall to 3, and then it's gonna be a battle for 4 and 5 with the Lakers and Rockets. But to be honest with you though, as a Rockets fan, I wouldn't mind playing the Lakers. They're tiny, bro. Their front court is small.
I was about to say that because
that's what got them. Slow.
They're
except for Jackson, right? That's
right. And then if we're going to criticize Brunson for his defense, but praise his offense, we gotta say the same about Luka. He's horrible defensively.
Same thing, but just bigger. He's just bigger.
Right. So I mean, so we'll see what happens. But Clippers are right there. Golden State with Jimmy. Can they get out the play-in and get to the sixth spot? We'll see. The Rockets got to get healthy though. They got to get Van Vliet back. They got to get Jabari Smith back because he has the high IQ on the team, and he settles the Rockets down. He's a championship point point guard. So we need him. I was like saying, hey, let's cut his minutes, but I was wrong about that. We really need Fred VanVleet out there because they're all young, man. They're all like 23 and under. You know what I'm saying? Except for Brooks. So that's getting key minutes. So there's still babies out there, man. So so it's trial and error, right? Yeah. So
I think y'all will get the Lakers though, because the one thing I would last night with Utah, you'll see a lot with them. Dudes like Market and the guys like that are going to eat them alive, man. And guys
I read.
Correct.
Guys that rim runners.
Yeah.
Athletic guys will kill them because the blow-bys will be like 30 a game, because
I would love that matchup, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah, they'll kill them. I believe so. I really
I would love that matchup. And I would like to get the 4th spot and and have home court. But
right now,
Rockets got to get healthy.
Houston is losing to Golden State 62-48. right now to have.
Are we? Jeez. Yeah. See. Yeah. Yeah. Got to get healthy, man. Got to get healthy. Yep. Got to get healthy.
One last thing before we get out of here. I'll just talk about the NBA. Shout out to my main man, Matt McClung. Looked like he's going for his three-peat for the NBA dunk contest this weekend, man. So I don't know. Looks like who's his competition this weekend, Ryan?
Yeah.
Watch. Hey, watch the kid from Chicago. I can't pronounce his name. The rookie from Chicago. He's I think he's in it.
Okay.
He has some house. He's kind of tall though, so it kind of looks different, man. Whenever a short guy is dunking like that, it just, the look of it is just, it just looks eye popping versus like a big guy doing it. So, to be honest with you, Kev, man, I'm not even really hyped for it at all, bro. To be honest with you.
Thank you.
I'm just.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest on this show. I'm not looking for it. I probably won't be checking for it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I told y'all to bring the dunkers from the street. Them dudes do it. They'll do it.
Let's get to my Lou and
man, that dunking thing is like a real thing. Like they got competitions for dunkers. Yeah. And they got like 5-6 dudes that are very, very serious.
Yeah. But let's see. Let's see.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh Ryan. No! I said, let's see how this new format works. I'm still gonna tune in. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not like real hype about it, but I'll still tune in as an NBA fan, and so I'll still tune in, and then we'll see how this new format works. And
I want you to keep me plugged in because I'm not.
I'll keep you plugged.
You keep me plugged in. I might peek at it, but that's about it.
No doubt.
Well, like I said, man, if I'm going between that and a good, Star Trek movie, yeah, I'm with Captain Kirk, son.
And if the NBA keeps on allowing this to happen, if I wake up the next day on Monday and the NBA allows this foolishness and I'm going to listen to the fans, yeah.
207-3. Well, no, they're not doing that format. I forgot what format they're doing, but
yeah.
Well, but no, you're actually all right, D-Dubs. If they listen, y'all need to start doing some things different. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Ryan D'Souza with the NBA and WNBA.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! Wins the game.
There we go.
That's funny.
Parting shots. I'll start with the DAD. What you got for us, bro? Get out of here.
Hey, man. Everybody have a good weekend, man.
Gotcha.
And hey, watch that NBA. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. D-Dubs, what you got for us?
Yeah, I'm tired, man. But you know what? I'm gonna say love is in the air. Happy Valentine's Day to your ladies and everybody else, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Gotcha. Yeah. Ryan, what you got for us, sir?
Nah, man, just enjoy the. I'll still be watching it, even though I'm a little skeptical about the format. I'll still be watching it, the NBA All-Star Weekend. Check out the one-on-one finals, semifinals, and finals tomorrow for the Unrivaled League. And again, Peacock tonight. We got number 1 UCLA versus number 6 USC. And Juju, so tune into that. But yeah, that's it, man. We'll see y'all next week.
I gotta find it on Peacock.
Don't get Ryan started. The Nations Four Tournament. USA and Finland are tied at 1-1 in the second period with 18. Well, they just started the second period in Montreal, man. My parting shots. I ain't got nothing too heavy, man. Thank you for all those that tune in tonight. Thank you for all our new people. Shout out to all those that's been subscribing, man. I've been seeing the subscriber list go up, man. Shout out to you. Thank you so kindly and so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you locking in with us and rocking with us. We thank you so much. And like I said, hey, look for some really good sports contact. And we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you check us out on Monday night. Hey, we ain't doing football, but hey, it's the weekend review, and we're gonna be talking about basketball, man. So that stuff will be out. Got a couple of guests to come on. My main man, Jared Zeman, he was been on the show before. Me and DA interviewed before former coach at Canisius up in upstate New York. No, excuse me, it's upstate New York. Yeah, upstate New York. He'll be with us, and a couple of dudes that me and D Dubs met at the Podfest. They have a basketball podcast called the GOAT. I want to get it right here. Anyway, I'll get it right. I'll send it out on social media. They'll be on. Charles and my main man Nigel. Hopefully they'll watch it, man. Thank you guys for coming through. So we're gonna come and talk some hoops, and that's about it. So listen, we're gonna get out of here. Ryan, thank you so much for coming. I know you was having some technical issues, but you fought through that.
Yeah, bro.
Like how you was fighting through some screens, like you was out there, LA Fitness or something.
Yeah, man. I missed them days, bro. Yeah.
Man, but listen, we're gonna get out here on behalf of myself. I'm Kevin Warren, your host and moderator for the DA, for Daryl D. Dubs Warren, for Ryan D'Souza, for Dan the Hockey Dude, for James the Angry One Warren, and for Mike Mills. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast. Y'all be good, y'all be great, be blessed, man. Have a great weekend, man. And yo, we'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.